Right, so another trap, another one of Mascall's traps, and this one is a trap or fall for buzzards and kites with a hurdle. Right, so first things first is I couldn't get hold of a hurdle. So a hurdle basically is like an a weaved like fence panel basically. Now a few years ago I could have got loads of them, but not now, and I had to look into buying one, and they're quite expensive for basically a glorified fence panel. So it was basically, you know, like willow or hazel weaved kind of like a basket but into a panel. So it's using one of those, a hurdle, and the same trigger to the basketful trap. So in a minute we'll swap over and I'll go to some footage, and what I've done a narration over it, but all the narration is what is written in the book. So it's quite quiet, but you should be able to hear it, but you've heard it before because I read it out on the basketful trap. Two things I would say though, and one of these is vital, and I learnt it while I was making it, and one of them is don't use string which has got any stretch to it at all. Stretchy string does not work with this, because when I first set the trap up I threw the stick down and all the string did was bent and stretched. So it needs to be a non-stretchy string, and I think personally with a large trap like this, the thicker the string the better, and you know, and not stretchy at all. And the other thing is right at the very edge where the string goes around the crooked stick, shave it off so it's really smooth so that it'll actually give way. Because another thing I did the first time was I had the bark on and it wouldn't even move with the bark, so it's got to be smooth and non-stretchy. That's all I would say. This engine is called a fall trap to take buzzards and kites, which is after this sort: ye shall set a hurdle on the ground where ye think good, which hurdle is holden up before with a crooked stick, and that crooked stick holden up with a forked stick put under him, which forked stick must stand alone on the ground without the neither bridge or forked stick. Also in setting up the neither end of the crooked stick that holden up the hurdle must be made small and slightly put into the cleft of the fork and stick, which forked stick is made fast and tied with 2 threads to the ground under the back of the hurdle, as ye may easily perceive. And when ye do tile or set it up, it shall be good with the crooked stick's end. To let the bridge stand a handful high from the ground, and put therein the end of your crooked stick as tickle as ye can, and when anything comes to take the bait and treads it down, the hurdle falls suddenly upon them. So as you can see, that seems a pretty decent trap, and I think you could do that with all sorts of different deadfall weights and all that. You know, cages. I quite like that trigger, but like I said, the only thing is you definitely need non-stretchy string, and make sure that very end of the stick is as smooth as you can get it. I don't know whether it would be better to make it into a point, so it's like literally just on the end of a point, might even be better. But I'll do some more, and I'll see if I can kind of do different bits, you know, see if I can shave one flat, rounded or pointed, and see which is better. But anyway, cheers for watching, and I'll see you later.